For years, I was just existing. I was just waking up, working a job I didn't like, wasting my time on nonsense, and I was wondering, why wasn't my life changing? I was literally sitting in my room playing video games for 12 hours, thinking I was gonna achieve something, but I was literally distracting myself of my own potential. It wasn't until I cut out every single excuse and went all in on fitness and my personal brand, and that is when everything changed. Most men are living a life of quiet desperation. They wake up, they go to work, they come home, they scroll on Instagram, they jerk off to porn, and then they repeat that exact routine for decades. And that was me. I wasn't special. I wasn't disciplined. I was a weak, lazy version of myself, which just constantly made excuses to get out of things when I didn't want to do it. I'd play games all day, eat junk food, scroll mindlessly, and sit there and think, why wasn't my life changing? I think I'm doing everything right here. And at some point, I had to look into the mirror and realize that I was wasting my own potential. And that's the scary thing. A lot of men never wake up and they never realize their own potential. And I'm going to give you 5 steps that I wish I had when I was there, unsure of what to do to escape. And I was literally researching on YouTube, just trying to find out as much information as I possibly could. And there's a lot of help out there, but there's nothing that actually breaks it down in a way that was actionable for me in that moment of time. Step number 1 is cut out every weakness. Every single thing that's keeping you weak has to go. No more porn, no more partying, no more junk food, no more endless scrolling on your phone, and especially no more video games. All these things are stealing your energy and you don't even realize it. And when you fall into the pit of consuming all these things, you get brain fog, your drive is dead, you wake up tired because you spend the night drowning in dopamine instead of building something. So if you want to win, you literally have to become a machine. So cut out all the nonsense that doesn't serve you. Step number 2, get into the best shape of your life. When we're unfit and overweight, you get ignored, people don't respect you the same, and you're going to miss out on business opportunities because people are going to look at you and they're going to think, oh, if this guy can't take care of himself, then how can I trust him in business? And that's how people's minds operate. And what I've noticed through my journey, if you can't control your eating and training, how do you expect to control your future? Because you are what you eat. And that was a pivotal moment for me was, am I going to keep eating this garbage? Am I going to keep missing the gym? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And the majority, if not every single high value man you admire, he's in shape. And there's a reason for that. Step number 3, develop relentlessly. Become a man of value. And I'm going to be real with you guys here. Most of you can't even hold a conversation. You stutter, you mumble, and the most important thing, you have no presence. So you have to learn to speak clearly, communicate with confidence, and learn how to control the room. And how to develop those skills quick is put yourself in situations where you feel uncomfortable. You have to speak. It's not irreversible. You just have to do more reps of it to become better at it. Read books, study successful men, see how their body language is, see how they communicate, and just go into situations and replicate it till you find your own groove. And instead of scrolling on Instagram and TikTok mindlessly, try to replace that with absorbing knowledge. Watch things that are actually going to help you in life instead of the things that are going to distract you and take you away and give you brain fog and watching brain rot clips on TikTok. And you have to understand the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and the way you think is what separates leaders from followers. And you want to be a leader. Step number 4, find a skill that makes you money. If you do want to become rich, or you do want to have that freedom to travel wherever you want to, a 9 to 5 is not going to give you that opportunity. You need to learn a skill that pays you for what you know, not just what you do. For me, it's fitness coaching. For you, it could be sales, content creation, copywriting, anything that gives high value to the market. And you have to understand, money comes to people who have value. So become valuable. Step number 5, build a network that elevates you. The good old saying, your network is your net worth. And that is so true. If you're surrounded by losers, you're inevitably going to become one. Get around winners, people who push you and people who expect greatness from you and actually see your vision. You don't want to be hanging around people who you tell your dream to or your goal and they just shut you down instantly or think the opposite of what you think. As soon as you align yourself with people on the same mission of you, that's when your life really elevates. And this is an important thing. You have to cut out toxic people who don't support your growth. I know it's painful walking away from friends who you think are good for you, or even family members who don't support you, but you think the right thing is to stay with family. But to be real with you, if they don't support you and all they're doing is bringing negativity into your life and they're being toxic towards you and your goals, you have to make that decision and get rid of them. I was in Australia thinking it was the best for me to stay there. But since I've moved to Thailand and now heading to Dubai, I've realized that your environment is absolutely everything. And since I've made this change and I actually made the move, that's when my life and my personal growth has shot up 100 times. And that's how you level up. Do something that you're uncomfortable with and that puts pressure on you to actually level up. So you have to stop giving yourself excuses, no more waiting, and you have to realize you either stay the same or you become the man you were meant to be.